SGS welcome you all in the new clip regarding the solid state. In many last clip, we discussed about the different type of crystal, and now today we are going to explain the imperfection in solid. Imperfection in solid is also said as a defect in solid. So before studying the imperfection in solid, first of all we should understand what is the meaning of imperfection in solid or defect in solid. Simple way I can say you, like in our body, if any part get damaged, then we can say कि in our body certain defects are there. Suppose that bone fracture will be there, या any other bone dislocates from its point, then we can say कि our body have defect in their structures. Students, before studying the defect in solid, you know well what is the lattice point. I told you earlier that the point where constituent particle is located is known as lattice point. These are the lattice point. The point where constituent particle are located is known as lattice point, and if any constituent particle dislocate from its lattice point, then we can say that this crystal have the certain defect. It means in only one statement we can say that any dislocation of constituent particle from its lattice point is known as imperfection in solid or defect in solid. Clear? Now there are two types of defect that we have to study. One is line defect and second is point defect. There are two types of defect, line defect and point defect. When any irregularities lie in an entire row of lattice, then this is known as line defect, and any irregularities of constituent particle from lattice point around a point or atom is known as point defect. Clear? It means if any irregularities lie in any line, in a whole line, then this is said to be the line defect, and if suddenly exists around a particular point or atom, then this is known as point defect. Now we have to study only point defects. What is the point defect? As I told you, any irregularities around the atom or a point is known as point defect. Point defects are generally three types. First is stoichiometric defects, दूसरा impurity defect, and third is stoichiometric defect. But you know कि what is the stoichiometry? Suppose that I am saying कि I have a molecule that is a water. In water molecule, the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen lies in a 2:1. This is a stoichiometry of the compound. It means in water molecule, the stoichiometric ratio between hydrogen and oxygen is 2:1. Like in any compound, if we discuss about the NaCl, then in one molecule of NaCl, one Na plus ion is there and one Cl minus ion is there. So the stoichiometric of Na and Cl in a crystal is 1:1. At that basis, we can say that there are three types of point defect: stoichiometric defect, impurity defect, and non-stoichiometric defect. One is there is a main thing is there is stoichiometric defect and non-stoichiometric defect. Those defects after which there is no change in the stoichiometric of compound is known as stoichiometric defect. Clear? It means the ratio of constituent particle before the defect and after the defect remain same. Suppose that I can say in a class there are 5 boys and 5 girls are sitting. How many boys are sitting? 5 boys and 5 girls are sitting, and we say this is an ideal arrangement. If only one boy goes outside, then the stoichiometric is disturbed. It means earlier 5 boys and 5 girls students are there. So the ratio of boys and girls will be what? 1:1. But if one boy has gone, it means the stoichiometric get changed, and that type of defect lies under the non-stoichiometric defect. But if 5 girls and 5 boys are there, I am simply saying 1 girls and 1 boys go outside of the class, then defect is there, because earlier 5 boys are there and 5 girls are there, but now 1 girls and 1 boys goes outside. The number of students decreases, but the stoichiometric remains same. Earlier 5:5, that is 1:1, and now 4:4, that is 1:1. So there are two types of defect: stoichiometric defect and non-stoichiometric defect. Those defects after which there is no change in the stoichiometric of the compound is known as stoichiometric defect, and the defect after which the stoichiometric of compound get changed is known as non-stoichiometric defect. Now I am going to explain a stoichiometric defect. A stoichiometric defect. A stoichiometric defect. See side, that is a stoichiometric defect. Clear? Now in this defect we can say कि before the defect and after the defect the stoichiometric of compound are solid remain same. But these stoichiometric defects are categorized for two type of compound. First is for non-ionic compound, and second is for ionic compound. In non-ionic compound, this defect is further categorized as vacancy defect, and second is interstitial defect. Clear? The stoichiometric defect lies in two types: for non-ionic compound and for ionic compound. In non-ionic compound, the stoichiometric defect is referred as vacancy defect and interstitial defect. Students, this side, suppose that this is a non-ionic compound, non-ionic crystal you can say, non-ionic solid you can say. These are the non-ionic solids. So what happened in vacancy defect? You know what is the meaning of vacancy. Suppose that I am saying now, in a class if 5 boys and 5 girls are sitting and 1 boy goes outside, then it create vacancy on its place. Okay? So in vacancy defect, if any constituent particle missing their lattice side, then that defect is known as vacancy defect. Students, one thing put in your mind, in case of non-ionic compound like diamond and other things, graphite are there is no stoichiometric because it is made by only one type of constituent particle. Clear? So in vacancy defect, when any constituent particle left their lattice point and go outside and create one vacancy on its place, then that defect is known as vacancy defect. And one more thing is there, कि vacancy defect arises due to heating of non-ionic crystal compound or solid. Clear? So how does it arises? By heating the solid. And you know well कि density is equal to mass upon volume. When certain constituent particle goes outside, then definitely mass decreases, but volume remains same. And because mass decreases, so density of crystal also decreases. To vacancy defect, decrease the density of crystal. Decrease density of crystal. Density of crystal. And how does it occur? It occurs only by heating. Second is interstitial defect. बेटा देखिए these are the lattice point, these are the lattice point and the space between these lattice point is known as interstitial space. Which space? Interstitial space. If in this space any foreigner constituent particle came and occupy the interstitial side, then that defect is known as what? Interstitial defect. Clear? In interstitial defect, if any foreigner particle, constituent particle came and occupy the position of the interstitial side, then that defect is known as what? Interstitial defect. But in interstitial defect, volume is remain same, but mass increases. What about the mass? Mass increases because extra particle came and occupy the position of the interstitial space. So this effect density increases. So this effect density increases. Clear? Now it's okay. So in board examination, many type of question asked. If which defect decrease the density of crystal, so that is a vacancy defect. But for which solid? For non-ionic solid. Now, and which defect increase the density of crystal? Interstitial defect increase the density of crystal. And now I am going to explain for ionic compound. For ionic compound. इस साइड पे यहाँ पे for ionic compound, for ionic compound, this is a two type of defect. One is Frankel defect and second is Schottky. Second is what? Schottky defect. Schottky defect. So one is Frankel defect and second is what? In Schottky defect. Clear? Student, what happened in Frankel defect? Because I am discussing about the ionic solid now. So these are made by the ions. So suppose that one is ionic compound and their arrangement AB, that is B, A plus. These are the ionic crystal. These are the ionic crystal, and these are the lattice point where constituent particle is located. So what happened in Frankel defect? The defect in which constituent particle missing their lattice side and came into interstitial side, neither coming from outside nor going outside. So those defects in which constituent particle missing their lattice side and came into interstitial space, then that defect is known as Frankel defect. And students, usually cation, suppose that this cation leaves their lattice side and came into this interstitial side. So such defect is known as what? Frankel defect. Clear? But in Frankel defect, what about density? Either it decreases or increases, because density is equal to mass upon volume. In case of Frankel defect, there is no change in the mass because just constituent particle missing their lattice point and came into interstitial space. That's why there is no change in the density of crystal, and such type of defects are shown by many crystals like ZNS, AgCl, AgBr, etc. AgBr, etc. But one thing is there कि some in few 1 or 2 years back the question is asked कि which type of ionic crystal exhibit the Frankel defect. So in Frankel defect, constituent particle missing from lattice side and came into which side? Interstitial side. It means the size of interstitial space is maximum, and it is only possible when the size of cation and anion are different. It means cation is smaller and anion is larger. So those ionic compounds in which cation is small and anion is large, exhibiting the such type of defect. Clear? And second, low coordination number. If coordination number is low, then there is a much more interstitial space. So which type of crystal exhibiting the Frankel defect? Those crystals in which the size of cations and anions are differ. And second is that low coordination number is there. Very important examples are there, ZNS, AgCl and AgBr. Suppose that in board exams question is asked why ZNS shows the Frankel defect, then we will simply say because the size of Zn2 plus ion is smaller than the sulfide ions. So this type of defect arises only those ionic compounds in which the size of cation and anions are different and the coordination number is very low. बेटा देखिए यहाँ पे कि बिफोर द डिफेक्ट एंड आफ्टर द डिफेक्ट देयर इज नो चेंज इन द स्टोइकियोमेट्री बिकॉज बिफोर द डिफेक्ट हाउ मेनी कैटायंस आर देयर 2 to 4 to 6. How many ions are there? 2 to 4 to 6 in a ratio of 1:1. And after the defect, stoichiometric remain same. Now we discuss about the Schottky defect. See side बेटा यहाँ पे that is a ionic crystal A plus B minus A plus. These are ionic crystal. These are ionic crystal in which cation is A and anion is B. Anion is B. But one thing you put in your mind कि before the defect and after the defect crystal remain neutral. Crystal remain ionic crystal remain neutral before the defect and after the defect. But what happened in Schottky defect? You know beta, in Schottky defect, this is a defect for the ionic compound, and in this defect you can define कि those defect of ionic compound in which equal number of cation and equal number of anion missing their lattice site and go away from crystal. Suppose that this side I am saying one cation A plus and one anion B minus leaves their lattice site and go away from crystal and creating vacancies on a space. Such type of defect is known as Schottky defect. These ions do not occupy the position of interstitial space. Why? Because the interstitial space is very small. So those defects in which equal number of cation and anion missing their lattice site and go away from crystal is known as Schottky defect. In Schottky defect, how does density remain same or change? You know, density is equal to what? Mass upon volume. Because certain cations and anion leaves their lattice site and go away from crystal, that's why mass decreases but volume remains same. And you know, density is equal to mass upon volume. If mass decreases and volume remains same, it means density decreases. It means in a Schottky defect, density decreases. Density decreases. Clear? Density decreases. And such type of defect are generally lies in alkali halide NaCl, KCl, CHCl and AgBr etc. Clear? So that is a Frankel defect and that is a Schottky defect. And in a Schottky defect, one question also asks if this type of crystal shows the Schottky defect. So those ionic crystals shows the Schottky defect in which interstitial space is very small, and this is happen only in two conditions: when the size of cation and anions are nearly same and have the high coordination. Clear? Now beta, in this way both points are very important. Clear? Now I am going to discuss about the impurity defect. Impurity defect. Impurity defect. What is the impurity defect? You know, impurity means addition of certain substance as an impurity. Students, this is a ionic solid. Ionic solid, when it is melted, then all the ion become moving here and there, and when then again crystallize, then they give the solid. Then they give the solid in the same structure. So suppose that NaCl, the structure of NaCl is Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus, so on so. Okay, that is a structure. Is melted along with a small amount of SrCl2. Melted with a small amount of what? SrCl2. Then in molten state, there is a huge number of Na plus ion, Cl minus ion, and Sr2 plus ion. And when this molten material again crystallizes, then we got this type of lattice. But during this arrangement, it is possible that certain Na plus ion is replaced by the what? Sr2 plus ion. Certain Na plus ion is replaced by the what? Sr2 plus ion. And that defect is known as impurity defect. Like one Sr2 plus ion. What is the valency of Sr2 plus ion? 2. And it replaces the how many Na plus ion? 2. At one place it remain occupied and another remain vacant. So that type of defect is known as what? Impurity defect. Clear? It means simply you say in impurity defect, when molten NaCl along with a small amount of SrCl2 is crystallizes, then certain Na plus ion is replaced by the Sr2 plus ion. Because the valency of Sr2 plus ion is 2 and the valency of Na plus ion is 1, it means one Sr2 plus ion replaces 2 Na plus ion, and at one place it occupies itself and other remain vacant. If 10 Sr2 plus ion is there, then how many Na plus ion is replaced? Then 20 Na plus ion is replaced. Out of 10 is occupied by the Sr2 plus ion and 10 remain vacant. That type of defect is known as what? Impurity defect. I hope so you understand well. Clear? One more thing is there. The example of impurity defect is NaCl with SrCl2, and second one more defect is there, that is AgCl plus CdCl2. We can write go down this. Okay? So when molten NaCl is crystallizes along with a small amount of Sr2 plus ion, then certain Na plus ion is replaced by the Sr2 plus ion, and one Sr2 plus ion replaces 2 Na plus ion. At one position is placed occupied itself and other remain vacant. That type of defect is known as what? Impurity defect. One more numerical is there in impurity defects. I am going to explain. The question is that if NaCl is doped with 10 to the power minus 3 mole percent of SrCl2, then find the concentration of cation vacancies. Concentration of cation vacancies. That is a very most important question. Student, I am telling you कि if one Sr2 plus ion is there, then how many Na plus ion is replaced? 2 according to valency. At one place it occupies itself and another remain vacant. If 50 Sr2 plus ion is there, then how many Na plus ion is replaced? 100. And out of 100, 50 are occupied by the Sr2 plus ion and 50 remain vacant. It means the number of cationic vacancies is equal to the number of Sr2 plus ion dot. इसी साइड का यहाँ पे आंसर में कि नंबर ऑफ cationic vacancies is equal to number of Sr2 plus ion, and it is equal to the number of SrCl2 molecule. It means if we have to find the number of cationic vacancies, so simply find the number of SrCl2 molecule, and here it is given 10 to power minus 3 mole percent. So number of SrCl2 molecule dot beta, how many moles are there? 10 to power minus 3 mole percent. When percentage is reduced, then divide by the what? 100 moles. It is equal to the 10 to power minus 5 mole. And beta is 1 mole. What is the Avogadro number? 6.022 into 10 to power 23. It means 6.022 into 10 to power 23 into 10 to power minus 5 molecule. And when it will be solved, then the 6.022 into 10 to power 18 molecule. And the number of SrCl2 molecule is this, number of Sr2 plus ion is this, and number of cationic vacancies is also this. It means आंसर में आ जाएगा number of cationic vacancies is equal to 6.022 into 10 to power 18. I hope so you understand all the things in this clip. Go through NCERT, and SGS will see you.